Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. So, it turns out in the last episode, I went 3 for 3 for mistakes. Not only did I completely misread Kerbal Alarm Clock and thought we were going to Eve, which we kind of recovered by going to Moho instead. Now we've got some time to kill, so that's all good. But I also made a mistake of our satellite that we put in orbit of Minmus didn't have the container on it, the Science Junior on it, so we failed the contract there. And also we had another contract to plant a flag on Minmus. So yeah, I basically screwed everything up with that. However, this time we're going to correct that. We're going back to Minmus. That's what this craft is here. It's going to head back to Minmus, and it has everything required to survive a lot longer. We're not going to worry about power or anything because we've got the new solar panels which can turn to the sun, so that's all great. It also has a probe on top that has the Science Junior on board, but I'm not going to put that in orbit straight away. No. The plan here is to land the whole assembly on Minmus, and then I might do a little bit of biome hopping depending on fuel. I'm not sure with that yet. But once we get to where we want to go and we get all the science from Minmus that we can, I can collect all that science, put it in the pod, I can detach the probe and put it in a polar orbit, completing the contract there. Also not forgetting to plant a flag at the same time. That's important. So yes, that's today's plan. Whilst we wait the 40 days for the Moho window to open, and hopefully we won't have as many mistakes this time as we did last episode. And here we are up in a close to circular orbit. So let us deploy the shell and reveal the craft inside. Yes, it's a iteration on our Minmus lander that we had before. It's basically the same sort of thing, except rather than doing the multiple pods to come back to Kerbin, I figured that this can do it. This can make it back. We do have a heat shield in here, so that's the idea. That's going to come back and hopefully be good. Using these new engines on the side here, I've never used these before. I think they're part of the Making History pack, or they might be upgraded from a different one. Lots of we're wobbling a bit there, but lots of tanks and things had their textures changed, so maybe the engines have been there for a while. I'm not sure, but they're enough to land on Minmus and bring us home again. That shouldn't be a problem. Right, so the sun will be coming up soon. Let's deploy these solar panels. And I'm also going to turn off the torque on that. I have another one down here. Let's torque on that as well. Will that stop that? There we go. That's what they're vibrating. Excellent. Okay. May have put the wrong... Oh, it doesn't matter. I think I put the wrong solar panels in there. I wanted the long thin ones, but that doesn't really matter. That's fine. This probe does have both of our scanners on it, so I can do both of them. I know we've got one at Minmus already, which I haven't checked. I don't know if that's going to have any science on it. It may do. It may have some science on it already. But we need to get to Minmus, which would involve adjusting our inclination to kind of get there, unless we're going to be lucky and get an encounter. Ooh, that's close. That is close. We can actually get an encounter straight off. Look at that. Look at that. I don't plan this. I don't plan any of this. It just sort of falls in place. Could really plan my launches. That would, that would actually help a lot, I think. But why plan it when you can wing it? Oh, that'll do. That'll do. That's close enough for me. 12k with 900 meters a second burn. Wow, that actually means that this stage here, which is supposed to just kind of be our transfer stage, might as well put us in orbit as well. Awesome. That saves more fuel for all this here. Yeah, as I said, the plan would be to ditch that bit and land all of this on Minmus. Maybe bounce around a bit if I can, getting a few different science readings. And every time we do this, obviously, we have our wonderful Robot and Halfrod, our two rescued Kerbals from last time. They can gather the information from all these ingredients. Instruments. There is a slight difference between instruments and ingredients. Yeah, they'll grab them, and then we can store all the data in there. That can come back to Kerbin, and this can go into orbit and complete the contract we have to yeah, park that there. So, okay. Let's let's head to Minmus. And one burn later, we are 45, 42. There we go. Whoa, whoa, there we go. 10. Hello, hello. Okie dokie. Right. I had to cut the thrust right down that engine. That really does slow you down a fair bit. Really got a lot of thrust to it in a vacuum. That's what I was trying to say there. Right. Okay. So everything is good. All the Kerbals are good. Everyone is happy. Double check everything's going to be fine here. Yes. We've got about 20 days before the Kerbals start going a bit nuts because there's no pressure in here. I've got no pressurization at all in here. Brought some liquid nitrogen with me. I didn't need to. I actually had to change the pod so that it's got the humidity moisture remover, because that's the one that's gonna cause us problems. So let's go over to Minmus, I suppose, and I will see you in orbit. And here we are at Minmus. So all we need to do is slow down and put ourselves into orbit. Boom. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Right. And I want to land, obviously, on the sunny side. That would be kind of helpful. I've still got 211 meters a second here. That's not enough to land, but that's certainly enough to get me going there, and then this can crash onto the surface of Minmus. Definitely what we want. So let's go around to, say, here, I think, and let's land on there. So we've got some data from the flats. Let's land on top somewhat, and if that makes sense. Ooh, that's low. That's no, we're okay. I'm not sure what the highest point on Minmus actually is, so I really would not want to run into that. Not at orbital speeds. Orbital speeds are quite slow around Minmus, but still, you don't want to be hitting things when you're not moving very, very slowly. They generally cause problems. Okay, sun is out. Have a look, see here. We'll land. Move down there. It's not very flat, but I don't really care, to be honest with you. I just want to make sure our solar panels obviously get the sun. That's the imperative part. And of course, I don't know near the lowlands. That's the highlands. That's the flats. Maybe if I land actually up here, we get the lowlands, we can bounce down a little bit. Maybe we can figure something out. Right, let's go some more then. Right, okay, let's stop there. Put ourselves retrograde. And fire the engine off and see what happens. Well, that's going to pretty much bring us to a dead stop. That's okay. That's actually quite fine. I probably don't want to be doing that. I think that's our shadow just there, so we're okay for the minute. Down some more. Okay, once again. And there we go, that's dropped. So that can now disappear down. Ooh, they've got a nice starting sound. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, and gear out. Where is the sun? Here is the sun. Let's just turn around and definitely make sure my solar panels will get all the sun they possibly can. And yeah, so we're dropping down. Our suicide burn is getting low. Still not really confident in doing them, but move the camera up so I can see these numbers here. The estimated time, because Minmus is green, the numbers are green, and it's really awkward. Fire up the engines a little bit now. You have plenty of your... Oh, kaboom! And ourselves retrograde again, and then actually just hold stability. There goes an engine. Farewell. Farewell, engine. Very little thrust to actually slow us down here. Just an absolute tiny amount. And we are slowing down. Which is awesome. Nice and gentle. That's all we want. And then cut the thrust and bounce a bit. A bit of bouncing around by the looks of it. That's not a problem. Hopefully we will come to a standstill. This is relatively flat here. I'm quite impressed with that. Okay. Means I can turn the SAS off. And the craft is level. There we are. We are back on Minmus. Okay. So, I will turn the SAS back on again. Just so it can hold us steady. And we will do all of our bits and pieces. Grab, 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 grab. Yes, yes. Grab everything. There we go. And then, Hobart. We have monopellet. Oh, just double checking we have monopellet first. I don't want to go outside and find out we don't. Please turn on your RCS. Come on, turn it on. Turn on the RCS, do it. Up, and here we go. Up. Up, up, up. You can restore that. And, please don't touch the solar panels. And you can. That one. Awesome sauce. There you go. And you get an EVA report. Oh, that's one in space. We don't want that. We want a surface sample. And we want an EVA report. Yay! And we have everything. Awesome. Oh, we do need to plant a flag. Let's remember that, shall we? Signal lost with flag. Well, we don't generally bring Minmus second landing as a G, not a D. There we go. And because I want to be consistent, year 1, day 115, 0346 without the L. There we go. Okay, I'm also going to get out Elfrond. We'll turn my SAS off, but hopefully we'll be okay with that. No, it won't turn the SAS off because we have a probe. Awesome, right. Look over here. I'm I believe that when you EVA a single person, a single Kerbal, you get everyone gains the experience for EVA. But because I'm not 100% sure about that, I thought it's probably best to EVA both of them on the surface of Minmus. Hurrah! Okay, so let's get back inside. And all safety aboard. So this was the Midlands. So the lowlands down there, and the highlands I assume are up there. So let's head north. Maybe the lowlands are there as well. Not sure. Let's head north and find out, shall we? So SES is on. We want to fire the engine ever so gently and the other way. No, the other way. That way. And over to here somewhere. Oh. Although I don't really have the Delta V to be doing this sort of thing here. We have got a little bit stored up in here still. I kept this spare just in case. This is sort of the emergency fuel, as it were. I think we'll be okay. I think we will be okay. Weird graphic glitch going on again, where things are all Z fighting through each other. Right, so let's come back. We need to get some more height. I think I might just head over to the oh, alright. That away. Might just head over to the Highlands instead. We'll go for 2. I mean, realistically, I should build a rover. That's what I should do. And yeah, from a rover we could go everywhere rather than doing this hopping, because yeah, hopping on Minmus also very easy with iron engines. It still isn't quite right. We're still over the Midlands. Okay, I guess the Highlands are somewhere else then. So, what I'll do instead, we'll go over to the flats down in there. Get some science from there, and then that'll do. I think we've got less than 1,000 left. I need to get back into orbit and get back to Kerbalism with this. So, although we will be dropping off all this here, we will have more Delta V than it reads there, because we will have obviously less weight with us. So, yeah, not too bad then. And oh, come on, there we go. Boing boing. down we go. Okie dokie. We are an awfully long way off of the place we need to be. In fact, we couldn't probably be worse. Although we could happily sit on the surface of Minmus as it go around. That's something that's possible for this probe to launch, I mean. That's the idea. So let's turn off the SAS. And we'll grab all of our scientific data here. Get our scientist, you as well, please. Thank you. Get our wonderful scientist out. Nope, she's going to fall down this time. Okay. Bob. Oh. Must be careful standing up that close to a craft. Your Kerbals are actually tough enough to flip spacecraft out the way, even on Kerbin. They can do some very odd things if they stand up underneath stuff. So, yeah, I don't know why they don't make spaceships out of what Kerbal's made of, because it does seem pretty tough stuff. Board. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think we shall sit here for a bit. Let Minmus spin round until we're level there. Then we can fire our probe north to get into the correct orbit. And then our pod can come home. We have got plenty of survivability. We've got 20 days worth of stuff here. Yep, we'll be fine. Where are we? We're on day 8. They had about 20 days before they go mad because of pressure. So, yeah, hopefully that's okay. Also, I do like that the monopropellant goes back in. In a previous version of, it was either Kerbalism or just KSP, I'm not sure. You take 5 units of monopropellant out to get out, and then when they got back in again, they wouldn't put it back in. It would go. So, yeah, it might have just been a bug I was having. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so let's just accelerate time round and wait for the heavens to align. And here we are. We've just lost signal with the KSC. I didn't even think about the electric charge. So that's probably a good thing that did drop me out. I was in map view complete there, and that looks close enough to me. So, right, I need to detach that and fire its engines all at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down these engines here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, yep. I'm going to turn the SS on. And I am going to, because that engine and that decoupler will fire at the same time, I'm going to turn the thrust up to about a quarter or so, and then detach them. Whoa! That was not what I expected to happen. Let's be quite honest there. But I'm glad that did happen with only a quarter thrust and nothing else. Okay, right. So, let's once again shut down those engines. I guess that's because I never staged that stage before. Okay, turn off the SES and back on again so we're just balanced. Okay, turn up to a quarter, like so. And now, try again. Push space. And you aren't going for some reason. Why are you not going? Oh. Damn. Please don't break a solar panel. Please don't break a solar panel. You're not going to break a solar panel, are you? No, you're going to be good. Right. Yes. Of course that's not going to work. Because it has no contact from the KSC. Because we have no antenna. However, I am very disappointed by that. The engine is set to a quarter thrust. Why did that not just go? Yeah. How annoying. Right. So... yeah, you're completely dead to the world for the minute. Can't do anything with you whatsoever right now. So I'm going to have to wait for that to go around onto the opposite side of Minmus. Here, where it does get contact to the KSC. And then we'll go south instead. Has got reaction wheels on it. It should be able to bounce itself up and do things, so that's fine. Okay. So instead, we will bring our lander home, I suppose. So let's activate all of these. That's a really, really satisfying engine sound there. Right, and then we will take off nice and gently and head that away. Oh, that's all you got to do is get up that high and you get a signal. Really? Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we didn't really get any more Delta V, to be honest with you. Which is surprising. Although I didn't really check the numbers before that, so... we probably did, and I've not really seen it. Okay, let's get this up into orbit and then see about how we're going to get home. Right, walk up to here. The last time I fired just to come out backwards and got it kind of wrong, so I'm going to this time actually set a maneuver up for it, I think. Oh, to apple-wraps, sorry. The engine to put us in some form of orbit. And add a maneuver there. What I want to do is come out that way. Pretty much against the flow of the orbit. That will bring us the best possible periaps. Let's have a look, see here if I can get that. 7 periaps. Can't read it. I can't read it. The sun's in the way. 21 million. 22. 23. Ooh. $3 million. Or you see, just by moving the orbit around, it changes it. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, then maybe we can just take it to fire a bit harder. Yeah, we can figure that out once we get there. Okay. So that will probably be prograde, but I don't know. Go around, it's going to be retrograde for the minute, isn't it? Pretty much. Yep, pretty much. Okay, right. So let's go round to that maneuver, and we shall return home in the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.